Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And oh my goodness, sorry I'm a little bit late right now because I sneezed right before I hit the live, or right as I hit the live, so then I had to blow my nose because I don't want to blow my nose on the camera for you. And yeah, okay, and I apologize for earlier. I had planned to be here at 11:30 to show you how to do this, and I found out about a Zoom and completely spaced it, so my apologies. All right, hello Missy, great to have you on here. So I don't think I've ever shared this little quick and easy way to make gift card holders. I'm not sure I've ever done it as a live. I think I just made them myself. If I did do it as a live, it was in 2019 because that's when I made a whole bunch of them for a craft fair that I was going to. So I'm not sure. So I thought, you know what? Why not share it with you, because it is getting close to Christmas now. Ooh, the countdown is on. And some of you might need some gift card holders, some fun, cute, quick and easy, super easy. So if you have a toilet paper roll, I've already been squishing mine and flattening it, or even if you have a paper towel roll, you can just cut it to the size you need. But this is pretty much the perfect size, and it just occurred to me, I don't think I have a gift card handy. Usually I try and have one. Here we go. It's not a gift card, but it's the same size as a gift card. It's a card, it's a hotel key, but it's the same size as a gift card, so I can show you that it actually does go in there. So let's go ahead and switch cameras. I did, but it's been forever, 2021. Oh, okay, then I must have shown it again in 2021. It's just such a super simple one. Here are some that I have left over. Super easy. Let me just show you how super easy. So you want to take your paper towel roll and flatten it, and I'm going to go ahead and burnish it with mine. Now some paper towel rolls are harder than others, all right, so you just, if it's a super thick one and stiff, then you probably will need to find one that's not quite so. All right, so we're going to leave it like this. I've got here this fun Christmas paper, Take a Bow or Take a Bow, depending on how you want to read it. It goes with the Take a Bow dies, which are carrying over. I'm so excited because now I'm definitely going to get it, because I've been wanting it and I didn't, and now I'm like, okay, they're carrying over. I'm going to get them and keep them because I think it's so cute, and this paper is carrying over too. So you're probably saying, what do you mean by carrying over, June? So we have now, instead of a clearance rack, we have a last chance section in our online catalog. And right now, today, everything from the fall mini, where's my fall mini? Everything from the fall mini that is going out of stock, or not out of stock, that is retiring, is in the last chance list. All right, and see, I marked this because it's not on the last chance list, which means it's carrying over into either next year, next fall, or into the annual catalog. There are a bunch of things that are retiring, and what I will do is I will do another live tomorrow to go through this and show you what's retiring. However, if there are some things in here that you were really wanting, don't wait for me to do the walkthrough tomorrow, because, or not tomorrow, I'll have to do it later today. Tomorrow I am decorating with my mother, and I promised her that we would do it because we ended up binging on Christmas movies all weekend instead of decorating. So I will do it later today, but you don't want to wait, because there's a lot of things that are retiring and are on the last chance list, and it is changing like that. Like, things are going out of stock, which means they're gone. It's last chance. When they're gone, they are gone. So don't wait. If there's some things that you've been holding out on in here and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I really want it, don't wait. Head over to my store, junebugcreations.stampinup.net, and go ahead and get that stuff now. You'll see, because it'll say last chance, and you can click on the last chance in the menu. it probably pops up with it. So I will do a live later today with this and going through and showing you what is retiring, what is on that last chance list, because when it's gone, it's gone. But I did notice that this paper is not, and this stamp set is carrying over too, which I'm so excited because I really love this stamp set. So let's do this. This is the one we're going to use today. In case I want to get somebody a coffee card, this is the perfect one to do. So I'm going to use, let's see, are we going to use, I think we're going to use the red and white, no, you know what, I'm going to use the polka dots. We're going to use the polka dots as if it were sprinkles. All right, so this is 4 inches long, so you want to cut it at about, I'm going to do 5.5, because you want to be able to fold your paper inside, and this is at 6 inches, so that's a little bit too long. I think I'm going to do 5 1/4 actually. So we're going to cut it at 5 1/4 this way. We'll cut that off. That's a fun one too. All right, so we're going to do that this way. Does it go all the way around? Ooh, just. So you do need it at 6 inches. So 5 1/4 by 6 inches. And then we're going to use our tear and tape. All right, that is your best one. You could use this one. We'll see. Let's see how well it's going to work for me. I'm going to just do a line. Oh, it's actually working. I just never know with this one if it's going to work. So I'm going to set it on here like this. I'm going to center it. All right. And yeah, and I think on this side I'm going to do 2 lines. Oh, it's working. So you can either use the Stamp & Seal Plus, which is designed for 3D things and holds super duper good, or you can use your tear and tape, whichever one. I would not recommend your green glue for this. All right, so I'm going to fold this over like this and crease it down. All right, and then I'm going to run, let's see how far over is it? Yeah. I'm going to run one of these down the center like that. And we're going to fold it over, creasing it here, fold it over like that. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, where are my scissors? Here we go. We're going to snip it on the ends up to the paper, the toilet paper roll. All right, because then what we're going to do is we're going to be folding these inside. All right, you can put glue on them if you want. You can put adhesive on them if you want. I don't think I did. I think I just folded it down like that. So you can see how I'm just stuffing it inside like that. And then on this one, the same thing. I'm going to stuff it down. And it's really not going to pop out. You can put glue on it if you want, but it's not coming out. All right. Because your gift card goes in here like this. All right. And you're going to be closing this end, so it's not going to go down past that to where it should not pull that out. But if you're worried about it, then feel free to go ahead and glue it. So then you're going to take one side, and this is where you're going to use, oh, you know what? All right, so the end that you want on the bottom, I would actually glue that, now that I think about it, because you're going to be putting the adhesive on it. And I just had another idea to make it a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and miter. You see how these are all bent? Let's go ahead and miter that And that way you don't have those bent edges. And that would be way easier then. So we will put some tear and tape on here. And then, there we go. All right, hello Covina, how are you? Yes, Missy, it really was a fun weekend. We, well, we did some shopping on Saturday after Ron was back, because he's the one with the Cabela's card. And they were having a really good sale on fleece-lined jeans. So Mom and Dad and I each got a pair of fleece-lined jeans. And then we got some sweaters and some things at Cabela's. Got some non-winter things. We got some life jackets for our canoe that were on sale. And they're like, you pull a cord and it blows them up instead of having those bulky life jackets on. They're really going to be a game changer. All right, so we want to go ahead and glue this down because we're going to be gluing this together. And if that paper wasn't glued down, then it would end up popping open. All right, but this side, well, let's just do it. And we'll miter these sides too, these ends. So yeah, so Mom and I on Thanksgiving, because Ron was not home, so we still haven't had our Thanksgiving dinner other than the pre-Thanksgiving dinner we had before Natasha left. So I'm not feeling too, Mom and I aren't feeling too upset about not having had Thanksgiving dinner yet because we had the pre-Thanksgiving dinner with Natasha. So we've had our turkey dinner. Now we're just waiting for Ron to be home so that we can have our leftover Thanksgiving dinner. Basically, we're using the leftovers from that first turkey that we had frozen and the gravy that was left over. And we're going to make another Thanksgiving dinner out of that. But he has been gone for the railroad. Cat hair. He's been gone for the railroad so much, they've been turning and burning, so he's on his rest days right now. So tomorrow we should be able to have our Thanksgiving dinner. And the house will be all decorated for Christmas. So it's just one of those years where the railroad wreaked a little havoc. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. So we just dealt with it. I made, so for Thanksgiving, we actually had for Thanksgiving Day and the day after, because we love leftovers, we had sauerkraut soup with beef sausages, and it was so, so delicious. All right, so now we're going to, we have both ends tucked in. All right, everything's nice. I'm going to use this end as my bottom. So I want to take some more of this, and I'm going to kind of measure it across this time, and going to stick it in, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it there. There we go. Can you see that? I'm trying, it's sticking to my finger. I'm trying to get it on the edge. There we go. Trying to get it on the edge there. We'll go ahead and roll that. And then we'll use our take your pick tool to pull up the paper. All right, and these are just super easy. Super easy. And then of course we want to hold it down. All right, so there we have it closed like that. All right, and then that will be the opening for our card. But we don't want, why is it not going in? All right, there we go. Ah, I hope this is a little bit bigger. Let me see on these. So this was one of my other ones. Yeah, that went all the way down in there. So I'm not sure what I did differently. Oh, maybe that one's bigger. No, it's the same size. Wow, look, it's almost the same kind of paper, but it's older paper and it's in green. So the paper edges are catching. So I guess you need to be careful with that. Wow. I'm trying to see inside there what's catching. I have not had that happen before. All right, let's see if we can open that up. Nope, it's sealed. All right, so it's the edges that I flipped over. It's probably this one. Yeah. All right, well, goes down enough. So maybe on the bottom one you make sure you don't have it, or it's this edge right here that's catching and I didn't close it on the other one. So there it goes. It's, yeah, why is it catching? I can see where it's folding the paper down. All right, well, it's in. All right, it's in. Let's just keep going because we've got some stamping to do. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to stamp our cup. All right, we want to stamp our cup. And then we're going to stamp our whipped cream. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick with the whipped cream to kind of make it show. Covina, how are you doing? And I'm going to do a little candy cane. So, all right. I just had another customer let me know this weekend that her husband had a stroke. So prayers for her and her husband. Because that's not nice. That's just not nice. All right, so we're gonna do that, and we're going to stamp. I think we're gonna stamp. Here we go. We're gonna stamp on here. We're gonna use the multicolored one as our what's that thing called? The thing that goes around the cup. Cuff, is it? Is it a cuff? We're going to use black. All right. And I need a piece of scratch paper. All right. So I'm going to stamp right on here our little cuff. There we go. And then we're going to stamp on here in the black. And I'm going to stamp right here. And then we're going to do our little candy cane. There we go. Right there. I think we'll just do one candy cane because it is the front of the card cover, the gift card holder. So I'm going to cut these out, just so I can put them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine a little better. We'll use this. We're going to go ahead and do some coloring with Stampin' Blends. Here they are. All right, so I'm going to use the Cherry Cobbler for my candy cane. And I just want a red and white one. So I'm just coloring every other one. Let's go ahead and get you down in there so you can see. All right. And then we're going to use, so this is light smoky gray, light smoky slate. And I'm going to pick one side of the line or the other to just kind of give my whipped cream a shadow. And it just kind of makes it stand out a little bit. And I'm just doing it under. And I never would have thought to do this. I saw someone on Pinterest do this, and I thought, wow, I just wouldn't have thought that, but it kind of made the whipped cream come alive. And I taught this in our card club, and it just kind of makes the whipped cream come alive. All right, so then I'm going to just give this a bit of a shadow. Here we go. And just on one side. This is going to be covered anyways. There we go. So just on one side. All right, so then I'm going to fussy cut this. Ooh, I'm needing some light over here. And when you fussy cut this, because you are paper piecing it together, you want to cut right on the line. All right, so you want to cut right on the edge of the line. No border with this one, because you're going to be paper piecing it back onto the cup as the little holder. I accidentally got, here we go. So we want to stay right on the edge of the line. And there we go. So I'm going to lay that right there so I don't lose it. We're going to move that out of the way. We're going to bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and probably zoom out so you can actually see. All right. Then we've got, here it is. All right, so I'm going to do my cup, my whipped cream, and I'm going to cut this down so I can get all three of them on here at once. All right, because you might as well just do one swipe through versus 3 swipe throughs. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to use this one on the cup, and then this one goes on the whipped cream, and then this one goes on the candy cane. All right. Then we want to set this down carefully so that nothing moves, and I just put it down carefully, and then I push hard, and then I start rolling it through, and I hold it so that nothing moves. All right, because things sometimes move either by static or by just the movement, so you want to be careful with that. What color is the gray? The gray is the light smoky slate. Okay, and it just really kind of sets it off, in my opinion. Just really gives it that little bit of shadow that you would get, and I wouldn't have thought to do it. I just love the idea. All right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to use our glue and put that on there. And I haven't used this glue for a while, so let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and use my needle. And we'll put a little bit of glue on there. I'll do on the edges because I don't want it to come off. All right. And here's where I need my tweezers. These just are really helpful when you're dealing with little things, especially paper piecing. And here's where you put that. All right. So that covers it nicely. That gives it a really cute thing. And then you can either put the candy cane right here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it sticking out of my cup. All right, and then you're just going to put a fine little line of glue right along there, And I know normally you wouldn't have your whipped cream hanging out of your cup, but we're just going to go ahead and do that like that anyways, just because it's easier, and pretty much everyone knows that sometimes you have to lick around the outside edge when you get it, right? And then we're going to go ahead and put our candy cane right there on the left. So I'm going to put one little dot of glue. Come on, one little dot. Is it going to give me a little dot? Let's see. Ooh, it did give me a little dot. How nice. And we're going to go ahead and stick that right there so that I see most of my candy cane. Probably should have put it on that side because of the hook, but oh well, it's there now. Not going to move it. All right, and bring this in, but we need a belly band. All right, we need a belly band. So, ooh, I chose red for that, but now I'm thinking I want some green. So I think I'm going to go with green. Do I want green? Ooh, I got an idea. What about a green and a skinnier red? There, that'll look nicer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Stampin' Seal. All right. Oop, it didn't catch right there at the end. It still didn't catch. Come on, go all the way to the end. There we go. All right, I'm going to put that down the middle like that. All right, and then let's see, how far do we need to go? So I like to put where it joins in front, because then I can use this to cover the joint, the connection. All right, so I did not put enough on there, so now I'm going to switch to this because I didn't go long enough. Lots of mistakes today. Can you tell I'm out of practice? Can you tell? You can tell. I know you can tell. You're all sitting there going, June, you are out of practice. All right. So we want this, and we want it to come around like this. All right. Oh, what happened here? All right. Let's see what happened. Whew. All right, so make sure you've got your creases. All right, like that. And that's a lot to double over, so I'm going to cut some off because we don't want it that doubled over. All right, I'm going to put this on here like this. There we go. All right, what do you think? Do we want the red and green? Or do we want sparkly? The sparkly doesn't really go with the red. Let me see, is there silver sparkle in there? Let me see, if we have some silver sparkle, maybe we'll go with the silver sparkle. What do you think? No, no. Nope, no silver, just this green. Woo, that's a little too green, don't you think? All right, no sparkle on this one. The sparkle really went much better with the snowflakes, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and stick with this, because really we're putting that cup right on there. So we're going to go ahead and put our glue on here. Make sure you have enough, but not too much so it doesn't sploosh out, okay? You don't want it to sploosh. All right, so can we, yep, so we can get that off nice and easy, and we can get it back on nice and easy. All right, and we're gonna hide this right here with this. All right, so we're gonna put this on dimensionals. All I have is mini dimensionals. No. Here we go. Nope, those are mini dimensionals. Forgot my dimensionals. Here we go. Dimensionals. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to use the rest of this one. All right, and we want it just on, we want it to just be stuck to our belly band. We don't want it to be stuck to everything, just our belly band. But we want it stuck good. All right, so I'm going to put that in there like that. And then do another one here like this, because we want it stuck on there really well, just down the center. So I have no problems using a little too much. And I'm gonna check where that candy cane is. That candy cane is still on there, so I'm actually going to put a dimensional right there so that it also holds my candy cane on. All right, so just like that. And then we need a little tag. I just thought of that. We need a little tag. What can we use as a little tag? Ooh, I've got an idea. We can use a donut hole. Except we're not going to stamp the donut. We're just going to run the donut through here. Like that. Because it's got a hole in it, so we'll be able to put a ribbon through it. Just like this. Alright, let's see. Is there a for you on here? You are, this calls for, alright, love you more than you had me at. Alright, let's see. What can we do? Any suggestions? What can we use? So we have hello. This calls for love you more than. Trying to figure out what could we stamp on here. And then we can use this to tie it on. And I have some little peppermints. All right, we're going to put a couple little peppermints on here. All right there. And then we'll use some little ones. Now these are out of stock again, but guess what? They are also not on the retired list, not in the last chance. All right, so we added some more peppermints right there. All right. And we're going to tie this on with the red and white. I think, how about just, let's see, this calls for any suggestions. I like the red and green. It picks up the green on the cup. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the green. You are the, I don't know. To my, but there's nothing on here that I could use. I'm trying to figure out what could I use on here. Would like to do you are the bomb, but there's no bomb on here. Let's see. Or you could just handwrite it. That's another possibility of handwriting it. to my best, to the best. I need a for you is what I need. I need a for you. Here we go. For you. Here's one that has for you. That's amazing that I grabbed it right out the gate. For you. Here we go. For you. And what we're going to do is we're going to curve it. All right. So we're going to curve it. And that's the cool thing with these. Oop, that says my life, not for you. Where's for you? There it is. All right, so we're still gonna curve it. That's the nice thing with the photopolymer is you can curve it. So there we go. I'm gonna curve it just a little bit more. And we're going to use the red, the real red, and do for you. All right. Hold on. Let's do for you on both sides. There we go. We're going to do for you, for you, for you, for you. And then we're going to tie it through here. And I'm going to do a little knot. To cut that. This is going to be very out of the norm. I'm going totally rogue here. Oh, apparently I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So here we go. For you. And we're going to hang that on our candy cane like that. For you. And then I think I'm going to put a little glue dot. I'll take a little glue dot with my take your pick tool. I'm going to roll it up a little bit. All right, I want to roll it up. And I'm going to stick it there so that that doesn't fall off. All right. So I've got my candy cane. Oop, here we go. I've got my candy cane and my little glue dot right there so that this can't come off. There you go. And you have your for you. How's that for makeshift tag? That was kind of fun. That's so cute. All right. So now all of this comes off and your person can pull out their gift card. All right. This is a hotel card. I know. So just like this, super easy, super simple, and we use the More Than Autumn, we use the More Than Autumn paper. The For You came from, or stamp set and dies, the For You came from the Keeping Tabs set. We use the peppermints, which are currently unavailable, but they'll come back, promise. They're coming back. They keep coming back. They keep going out and they keep coming back. And then this is the Take a Bow paper, like this. And then here's the other side. So, oh, I guess this goes this way. So, there it is. Here we go. There's the paper, and then there's the other side. Ooh, this would have been cute too. So, cute paper, perfect for this kind of a thing. It's never too late. If you don't have the peppermints you saw, it still looked really cute without the peppermints. Okay, so you don't have to do that, or I could have even put the peppermints over here. All right, so that's it. That is your Tidbit Tuesday, a quick little easy peasy tip on how to make a fast gift card holder. I wasn't super fast, but I kept making mistakes. Now you can do it super fast. So you did not know you could curve them? I don't know how you didn't know that. Yes, you can curve any of these photopolymer stamps. Perfect. I'm glad I taught you something new, Missy. There's always a first time. You've been with me for quite a while, so I never know if I'm going to teach you something new, but yay, I taught you something new today. So awesome. Yes, when it comes to the photopolymer, these will move much easier than the red rubber ones. And so if you have a line, you can curve it in any direction. You can curve it this way, you can curve it that way. You can even make it all wiggly, however you want. It just has to be able to lay down on the block, and then it needs to be able to stamp evenly. And sometimes with the curve, you might have to do just a smidge of rocking. So as long as you haven't over inked your stamp, your rocking will not show up. Okay, but it'll make sure that you get all of that stamped out. So yay, I'm glad I taught you something new. All right, so you like the red and green? Okay, I read that one. You didn't know you could curve them. Now you know. All right, super cute. Yeah, I think so too. I think this one turned out really super cute. I may end up using it this year, or my mom will. I think she's giving my brother probably a gift card or two. So, all right. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Covina, take care. Missy, take care. And I will see you all later this afternoon. I think it's going to be closer to about 5 o'clock. I have a couple Zooms that I have to do or be part of. So it's going to be later this evening. So I will pop back in and give a notice when I figure out the time for sure. So I'll see you later. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.